Welcome to the vlog and driving with Jessica. She's a lunatic. That is my love language, I've decided. I probably shouldn't have come out when I did. I thought that car was slowing down for a red light.
Hey, there's that one for you.
Great, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. It is 2:20 on Saturday the 18th of January and I have just left Ben's and picked up a coffee. I decided I desperately needed a coffee all of a sudden, and so that's what I've gone and picked up. We're just on our way home though. We are going to go home and work out. I've got a couple of things that I want to show you that I've bought for my home, so I'm very excited to do that. But I just wanted to come on here and welcome you to a new vlog. I've again taken a couple of weeks off. There was just nothing to vlog, to be perfectly honest. Actually, no, I say that all the time, that there's nothing to vlog, but in all honesty, it's just because I've gone and thought way too much about what I should and shouldn't be vlogging, when really I should just be picking up the camera, because I'm here to capture life's little moments, not like just the big moments. So I want to get better, and I think also because I've been so patchy with picking up the camera that I just lose. Whoa, hello, that's a big zoom. Because I've been so patchy. Come on, zoom out. There we go, that's better. Just because I've been so patchy with vlogging as well, it's a habit that's really easy to fall out of, and I need to just be better, basically, with it. I think I've zoomed in again. No, I haven't. But anyway, we've not really got anything major planned for this weekend. As usual, I went over to Ben's last night because Bella's now at her dad's. He is also currently going to the gym to work out, but you know how I feel like we know by now how I feel about his gym, and I would much rather drive to the other side of town. Oh my goodness, this zoom is driving me insane. Hold on. There we go, that's much better. So I would much rather drive all the way to my side of town to work out than to go to his gym. So that's what we're doing. So as I was saying, he's currently at the gym with one of his mates, and tonight, hold on, I probably shouldn't have come out when I did. I thought that car was slowing down for a red light. But anyway, welcome to the vlog and driving with Jessica. She's a lunatic. But anyway, so Ben is currently at the gym with one of his like training buddies, and so he's going to be there for a little while, but he's also actually catching up with one of his mates tonight who is from Australia but lives overseas at the moment and will be going back home to wherever he lives now this week. So they're having kind of like a last dinner and a last hangout session before he does. So that is what he is up to this afternoon / evening. I'll go back over once his friend has kind of gone home, and we'll just spend the rest of the weekend together and do all of that kind of thing. I don't know if anyone's actually realized this before. I was thinking about it when I was about to
Watch out, object on road ahead.
Thank you. Waves. So for those of you who haven't quite put two and two together from watching my videos, I'm definitely the introvert in the relationship. He's more of an extrovert. I actually didn't realize I was so much of an introvert until I think I started dating Ben and realized like how much he just kind of like hangs out with his friends and stuff. Whereas my girlfriends and I, like I've got a really small number of friends who are really close, but I have the types of friendships that you don't see each other for ages. You do talk constantly, don't get me wrong, but we don't see each other for ages and it's like no time has passed. Whereas he and his mates, and I'm not saying that they're not as close, but they message all the time, they hang out all the time, they play like, he's got different groups of friends, but he's got a really solid group of like rugby friends. They kind of like hang out all the time. Obviously, they play as well. There are like workout things that they do together, like they're very full on, whereas yeah, my friends and I we're a lot more chill. And I think we're actually like all of my friends are a lot more like we're all introverts, so it's a little bit interesting. Okay, we are now back home. I just sat down in silence and finished my coffee. Now, while we're waiting for the caffeine to hit my veins, we are actually going to look at a few of the things that I've bought lately. And I know I said I didn't want to do this anymore, where I just sit down and show you what I've bought and just kind of leave it at that. I would prefer to show you things when I'm actually using them and they're in action and all of that kind of thing. But because I've had a couple of weeks off and I bought a couple of things over those few weeks, I thought that I would actually just show you kind of in one go. I actually haven't bought that much, to be honest. Not since Sydney anyway, which was my last vlog. But the things that I have bought are things that I am currently obsessed with. The first two things that I'm going to show you aren't what I was referring to in the car. I'll show you those after I get changed to do a workout. But before I forget, I thought that I would show you these other things before we get into working out and all of that kind of thing. So, first things first, and I was just in them, and they are actually a little bit dirty because I really do put my clothes and shoes through the ringer, as you've heard me say many times before. But I got a new pair of Reebok sneakers. These are the classic something or others. I'll link them down below. They are the same as my other Reeboks that I have, which I bought for tennis. Those ones, however, were had the grey writing. These ones obviously have navy instead, which a lot of my clothes have navy, e.g. my navy t-shirt that I've got on at the moment. But I really like these. I love that they just have a little bit more color to them. I did go up half a size in these ones over my tennis shoes. What I've found, although my tennis shoes fit me, when it is a stinking hot day and my feet swell, they are probably a little bit too tight. So that is the excuse anyway that I used when purchasing these. And Ben actually has gone and purchased himself a matching pair, which like honestly, that is my love language. I've decided it's not acts of service, it's not touch, anything like that. But if we're buying matching items, then I think we're golden. So he's gone and bought himself the navy pair as well. And these are, sorry, get your words out. These are a unisex style as well. So his do have the gum this time, the gum sole, I should say, this time. As I said, I will link them down below. I did order these from the Reebok site itself. Purchase number 2 though, and I can't believe I didn't actually show you this when I bought it in Sydney. I know that I did put it on my Instagram, although I didn't really like talk about it or anything. I just put a picture on the fact that I was currently obsessed with this product. But I did buy it in Sydney, so I'm surprised I didn't actually put it. I don't remember actually putting it in my vlog then, but I'm obsessed with this product. Also, I've got these sneakers that I need to list on eBay for Ben at some point. I don't know whether I'll do it today because I absolutely hate, it's one of those chores that I hate, is like listing things for sale on like eBay and Gumtree. I would actually rather go and donate and or just throw the items out, because once I've decided I don't want something anymore, I need it out of my space. And so it's just one of those chores that I absolutely hate, because then once you've listed it, you've got to keep it in your space until someone buys it. But anyway, I've got a couple of sneakers that he wants to get rid of. Again, he did that big order with the iconic this week, and he's kind of going through like a wardrobe refresh at the moment. So there's some things that he's getting rid of. So the first one is a pair of Balenciaga sneakers. The second one, this one I'm a little bit sad about, but I understand his thinking in getting rid of these ones because they're not conducive to like his style at the moment. But a pair of Alexander McQueen sneakers, we've all seen them. These are the all blacks though, which I haven't seen as often, but they're the kind of the chunkier sole Alexander McQueen sneakers that we've all seen many times before. But anyway, I'm going to be listing both of those sneakers for sale. So that's on my to-do list. Apparently that's one of my girlfriend duties. No, I'm joking. I did offer to help him out with it because it's one thing that I've done many times before for myself. So yeah. Anyway, back to the product that I'm obsessed with. It's this Gizu, I think that's how you say it, Gizu? Anyway, honey infused lip oil. This is the watermelon one, I believe. It's the light pink. Yes, watermelon sugar. And honestly, I love this product. When I first wore it around Ben, he thought I'd had my lips done again. That's how good it is. Because it just makes your lips so glossy and so hydrated as well that he literally thought that I'd just come back from my cosmetic surgeons after having my lips done again and just not told him. This one I really love. The trick with it though is you have to put a lot of product on. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone to make sure that I put this on properly. I like to honestly, like you can probably see in the camera how much I've actually used since Sydney, but I love it when it's like really, really glossy. So I put like 2 layers on, but I go back, and this is probably excessive, but I don't care because it's the way I like to use it. I like to do a couple of layers on both the bottom and top lips, going back in for more product in between. But honestly, it stays on your lips, it doesn't slip or anything like that, but it just adds this shine that's incredible, and the glitter is really subtle as well, but it just makes you look really pouty, and you can see like the light, my kitchen lights reflecting onto my lips. I'm obsessed, and it just smells really nice. It doesn't taste like anything. I just tasted it for you. It doesn't taste like anything. It's one of those things where the smell makes you think it tastes sweet. It doesn't. But yeah, it's just really, really good. In terms of staying power, it's not incredible. Like if you, it's not incredible if you're eating and drinking. However, there's been a couple of nights where I had no idea where my Elizabeth Arden, what is it? It's like the 8-hour cream or whatever, the protectant, it's like a balm type thing, and you can use it on anything. I like to put that on my lips before bed, but there were a couple of nights when I didn't like know where I'd put it, and so this was by my bed, and I put it on my lips overnight, and by the morning, honestly, it was still there. But bearing in mind, I obviously wasn't like talking or eating and drinking during my sleep, but it did last the 8 or so hours that I was asleep those nights. We are now changed for our workout. I wanted to show you those 2 things that I've been going on about, and really I shouldn't have been because they're really not that exciting. But before I do show you, I just wanted to give you a little like background information about why I purchased these things. So as you know, gosh, it would have been like maybe 4 weeks ago now when I purchased my Fitbit. And the reason why I purchased my Fitbit is because I became aware of the fact that I work from home a lot and I do not move my body enough. So despite the fact that I regularly work out at the gym and do weights, I definitely don't do cardio and all of that kind of thing as much as I should. And I definitely wasn't getting anywhere near the 10,000 steps that I like to hold myself accountable for. I know that there's a lot of debate about the 10,000 figure and whether that's completely unreasonable or not. But that for me is just a really good gauge that I am doing enough cardio in my life to eat the amount of food that I actually do eat. Probably guessed what I purchased, but I bought myself a walking treadmill. I ordered it, I think midway through December, but it didn't arrive until we got home from Sydney. And to be honest, it has been the best purchase that I have made in a while. It was so inexpensive. Like I said, it is just a walking treadmill. It goes up to 12 k's an hour, so that is running speed, but I think it's called a walking treadmill more because it doesn't actually like incline or anything like that. As you can see, I have my laptop on there, so quite often I will just walk while I work, or work while I walk, and that'll just get me my 10,000 steps a day. I generally walk at 6.5 k's an hour, even when I'm on the laptop, and I find that I'm walking maybe an hour a day on the treadmill because that's what it takes for me to reach that 10,000 steps a day. When I am I still got my sneakers on there from last night. How dorky. Anyway, it is, like I said, it was an inexpensive treadmill. It's definitely not up there in terms of quality as like the Techno Gym stuff. It is really simple to use. You obviously press start, you can adjust the speed. It has the emergency kind of pull thing here, which as you can see, we do not use. But there are programs and that you can use. I just don't. I just set my own speed and just walk. Sometimes I do run. I'm not as fit as I used to be, considering I used to be a runner when I was younger. So I find that a little bit confronting, but it is actually a great purchase. I did buy it with the intention of folding it down and actually putting it under the couch. I did not measure the space under the couch though against the measurements that they provided for the treadmill on the website, nor did I realize that this actually weighs 40 kilos, and it would be, even if it fit under the couch, it would be such a faff that I would just end up leaving it up anyway. Or if I had put it away, I probably wouldn't use it as frequently. So would I prefer my lounge room to not have a treadmill present in it 24/7? Yes. But would I rather not hit my steps every day over having that treadmill in my lounge room? Absolutely not. Now, as I said to you, I had made 2 purchases that I'd wanted to show you. The second purchase is these dumbbells right here. These were, again, really inexpensive. They were less than $60. They are adjustable in weight. So I think there's 18 kilos in total that are in the plates. You can go up higher, and with this brand of dumbbells, if you wanted, I think they had like 30 kilos and possibly like 80 or something like that. I didn't see the point in getting that for me. I'm never going to need 30 kilos in my home. Yesterday I was doing my glute workout, so that's why they're fully loaded. But then I drop it right down when I do my arms and my abs as well. So yeah, they are the 2 purchases that I wanted to show you all this time. But sorry, this cockatoo's flying by. Can you hear that? That's the sound of Australia, by the way. That and magpies in the morning. I do want to share what adds value to my life in this channel, and these things that I've shown you are things that definitely add value to my life. I was taking Bella to the gym with me on the weekends and had been doing it. So I've been a member with Club Lime for, I'd say, like over a year now. And it must be over a year. Yes, it's over a year now. And she has come with me to the gym countless times. She's not allowed to touch the equipment. That's my rule. Like, I'm like, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want you to hurt yourself. I also don't want you to take equipment and use it and play with it when someone else actually needs it to work out. So she will literally, and again, if you follow my Instagram, you would have seen, there have been times when she's been at the gym with me and she'll have her iPad, she'll have her Switch or whatever. She'll just sit there out of the way in the corner, just near me though, so I can keep an eye on her. But she'll just sit there and happily do her thing so I can do my thing, and there's been no issues. I've seen so many staff members there when I do that, but the last time I tried to do it a couple of weekends ago, one of the PTs, who again had seen Bella and I there many times before, decided to call out to me across the gym floor and ask me whether that was my daughter, and then continue to tell me that she's not allowed on the gym floor because of insurance reasons, which is totally fine, do not get me wrong, but she wasn't doing anything. Again, she was literally just going to sit down. We'd literally just walked in and she went to go sit down in the corner, away from all the weights, away from the equipment, but maybe 1 or 2 meters away from where I was actually working out. And he yelled out to me across the gym floor. And that's the part that really pisses me off, because come up and talk to me like a human. We do not need the entire gym to hear our conversation. Anyway, he told me she's not allowed on the gym floor, insurance reasons, this, that, and the other. He's like, if you want her here, she has to be in reception. Reception is probably like, I would say maybe like 20 to 30 meters away from where I'd be working out. I had zero visibility of the reception area. Obviously the reception area has the door to the outside world as well. I'm not willing to have my 9-year-old child sit in a space unsupervised, away from me unable to make sure that she is safe and okay, and have it accessible to the like any member of the public. Like, yes, you need to have access to the gym as a rule to get in. However, that doesn't mean that people don't let strangers in. Doesn't mean that they don't hold the door for people who aren't members and all of that kind of thing. And I've seen way too many crime documentaries to allow that to happen. So that particular day, I just went, you know what? Okay, fine. Grabbed my gym bag, called Bella, we left. And so because of that, that's what led me to purchase these dumbbells. And whilst it's not anything fancy, and it does mean I don't have like a barbell and like the whole plates and all of that kind of thing set up and all of the equipment when I have Bella, it does mean that I can continue to work out. And for days like today where I don't actually feel like going to the gym and being around other people, I have the equipment here to do simple workouts, and more often than not, I'm just using dumbbells anyway, even when I'm in the gym. These are adjustable with weight, and obviously it doesn't have the same variety as the many dumbbells that they have at the gym, but it has variety enough to keep me satisfied and to keep my body moving and to keep me maintaining my gym schedule as well. Way too low, but it is Sunday the 19th now, and I've just gotten back from a little walk, but I'm gonna go downstairs to Ben's apartment's gym in a second and just reach my 10k on the treadmill. I've only got 2,500 steps to go, so I actually won't be down there for too long, but I did just go to the shops. We've done our grocery shopping that today, which I didn't really record because I actually just completely forgot to do so. And I did plan on doing our grocery haul and just showing you kind of how we eat when it's just 2 adults in the house, but I completely forgot about that. However, tonight I have requested a Sunday roast, so we are doing we're having roast beef. Sorry, the main reason why I wanted a Sunday roast is because I really want some Yorkshire puds covered in gravy. Ben won't have Yorkshire puds unless it's beef, roast beef, whereas I'm quite happy to have it with whatever protein. But anyway, so that's why we're having the roast beef. He's just at the gym at the moment, although I dare say he'll be done pretty soon. But I did go to Kmart, which is quite close to where Ben lives. So I just had a little wander down there, and I went and got a new muffin tray for the Yorkshire puds. So very important. And then I also got him, it drives me absolutely nuts that he doesn't have one of these already. And when we were making lunch, which we were having chicken burgers for lunch, I had nothing to spin the lettuce, so I had to like shake it ferociously over the sink, and water just went everywhere. So I thought while I was down at Kmart, I would get him a salad spinner. I don't know, whenever I walk into Kmart, I just expect everything to cost $5, and it just doesn't. And so anything above that, I'm like, why though? You're Kmart. Anyway, so I got him this, and what I really also wanted to get, I had been watching a influencer on YouTube, and she had started experimenting with making her own like cold foam for cold brew coffee, and that is my go-to whenever I go to Starbucks. I get the cold brew with this salted caramel, with the cold foam and salted caramel drizzle on top. And so I was like, that's actually an amazing idea. Anyway, Kmart sells those milk frothers for like $2.50, like the little handheld ones, which I thought would be a really good way to do the cold foam. Is it called cold foam? I feel like it is. Anyway, the foam. However, last time I went to Kmart with Bella a couple of weekends ago, but when I looked in the Kmart down my side of town, I couldn't find it. It wasn't with the actual like electronic milk frothers, the plug-in ones, which to me would make sense to put it there, but it wasn't. Anyway, I just thought it was a poor layout for that store. However, same thing in the Kmart on Ben's side of town. So I have no idea where they would put it. I wandered and looked at all the shelves in the store and still nothing. And because it's so cheap, I kind of refuse to buy it elsewhere, because I don't know if this idea will work and I'll succeed at making this this foam for my cold brew. But anyway, so I'm a bit disappointed about that. I'm sure I could have asked a staff member, except for the fact that there were no staff members in either store that I came across that would help me. So that's a little bit annoying. I am, like I said, going to go down to the treadmill. I reckon I'm going to be on the treadmill for like 10 minutes because it's really not enough, really not a lot of steps to do. So Ben has put the roast beef out just so it can get to room temperature. He's put a bit of lard on top. That was what the white was. And then over here we've got the mix for the Yorkshire pud as well. So I've actually never had the Yorkshire puddings that Ben's made before. I've made them a couple of times, so I'm interested to see how it'll compare. But given he's British and, you know, he's grown up on Yorkshire puds, I'm expecting something wonderful. It is now Monday morning and it is 8:15. I am just about to head into the office, so I thought that I would kind of wrap up the vlog and actually say goodbye this time, because lately I think I've just ended the vlogs abruptly and not actually officially signed off. Before I do, I thought I would just quickly show you my outfit for the office today. I don't think I ever actually show you what I do wear at the office, but this dress that I've got on, it's one that I picked up when Bella and I went to Sydney over the Christmas break, and it's its first time out in public and I quite like it, so I thought I would show you. I've also got my heels on that I'm going to be wearing in the office today, but truth be told, I will be swapping over to my slides to walk in and out, just because it means that I can move a lot faster, and I hate being slowed down. It's also going to be the first time that I'll be able to wear heels in the office since my ankle injury last year. It still is quite sore, my ankle, and it definitely doesn't have, like, I can't point my toes and stretch my ankle out as much as I could before the accident, but we are getting there. So I'm in kitten heels today. I'm not going to push it. I'm definitely not ready for my stilettos that I normally wear, but luckily for me, I feel like these shoes do suit this dress quite nicely. And my hair, we're just going to have to ignore. I thought that I'd be able to wear it out today, but it's just a little bit too dirty. So let's show you the outfit. So unfortunately, Ben does not have a mirror that has both good lighting and also visibility of my full outfit. So obviously the bedroom has full-length mirrors, but because of the placement of the bed, it's quite difficult to show you my full outfit. And then out here, the lighting is quite poor because the sun hasn't come around this side yet. So I've got all the apartment lights on, which then gives me bad overhead lighting, but we're just gonna have to go with it. But this is my outfit today. So I've got this black shift dress on. It's just a H&M dress. I think it was about $60. But honestly, it's quite well made and I really like it. And then I've also just got it paired with my Chanel kitten heels, which, as I said, I think my ankle is up for the task today. As I said, I've not worn my stilettos for months now, and I haven't worn kitten heels for an extended period of time, so this will be quite the test. But following the injury, my ankle couldn't even handle kitten heels, so we are on the up and up. I've come back to the bedroom for a final sign off because that lighting was driving me crazy. But if you have made it this far in the video, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. But if you haven't subscribed yet, please remember to do so, and also to like this video because it obviously helps my channel so much. But until next time.